Party, follow the dim.
So that's it for excitement, is it? Shh.
You say my chief qualities were.
Is this for the internet dating?
How do you know? You were sworn to secrecy.
Betty and I have no secrets.
What about you, anyway?
Don't tell our Ashley.
What? Fred will get the right idea.
Can you credit it at his age? What happened to once bitten, twice shy? He'd been bitten more time than a shark's breakfast.
Because you're past it, don't mean that I am. I say, don't mean that I am. So, what would you say there is about me that appeals to fairer sex?
Well, oh, there's a customer.
So that's settled. You're generous, wealthy and kind. And you're looking for someone kind, loving and beautiful.
Nearsighted.
Will that be enough to entice anyone?
More than enough.
We're not open yet.
That'll be Dennis.
Brought you some samples this time, has he?
That'll do. I say that'll do.
You can't buy love like you can buy a carpet.
Dennis, come in, come in.
Morning, ladies.
Morning.
Come through into back. We'll get some privacy there.
Oh, what'd you have to go and do that for? What, it's a earwig?
Yeah, well, I'd rather not. Pathetic, that's what it is. I mean, men of their age, using those poor girls. If they want some comfort in bed, should get a water bottle.
Going on about how Fred's behaving strangely and didn't know anything about it.
So what did you say?
Well, I said you best go and ask him yourself.
Well, let's hope he does. Might bring him back to his senses before it's too late.
Before he ties the knot, you mean?
Oh. Hey, you look as if you've seen a ghost.
He'll soon be seeing a vision.
Don't tell me Thailand Tilly's on her way.
I'll ring in the morning. Should have everything sorted by then.
You're going to get your heart broken again. Now you know that, don't you?
You're wrong there. On my word of honour.
She's the most beautiful woman I've ever seen.
Proof positive. I mean, what more do you want?
She's a goddess, Betty.
Yes, and you're a mere mortal, love. And you know what'll happen?
Please, Betty.
Right.
It's all part of the training then, Fred?
No, it's not, if it's any of your business.
Pardon me, I was only trying to make conversation.
So, where's the tracksuit and trainers gone, then?
In the bottom drawer, where it belongs, if you must know. I'll have another one in there.
Getting a bit nervous, are we? Where is she? Or am I to take it that you're no longer interested in a bit of young stuff?
You can take what you like, how you like.
I'm delighted to hear it. I never did all with old goats competing with young stuff.
For your information, I am Scorpio, not Capricorn. So if you want to insult me, you better watch out for the sting in my tail.
Got a bit of a sting in your tail left, I might. Oh,
What's got into him?
oh don't ask.
No, he's not, I'm afraid. Did you want to see him?
Well, not him exactly, more who'll be with him. But don't ask, Bev, because I've said too much already.
Hey, you're not going to believe this. Fred Elliott's got himself a new girlfriend.
Not another one.
When I say this for him, he keeps trying.
Yeah, but wait till you see her. She's a right cracker and about half his age.
There's no fool like an old fool. I hoped he'd see sense.
About this bird that Fred's found. Do I know her?
No, but there's nobody who'll know it, and that's all I'm telling you.
This sort of hotel is what we call a public house. Unpretentious, granted, but a little gold mine.
Whoa, flaming out.
Good heavens.
He needs locking up.
Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure
I bet it does.
to introduce Miss Orchid Pattaya, all the way from sunny Thailand. I'm right in saying it's sunny, aren't I?
Oh, yes, it's much sunshine.
Karen, I put a bottle of champagne in the fridge. Would you do the honours, a couple of glasses?
Right away, boss. Now, are you sure you can cope with that at your age, Fred? You must be fitter than you look. Sure you know what you're doing?
They work for Dennis Stokes. And while I think of it, keep your hands off.
That's his girlfriend of the internet. Nice looking.
Ain't it pathetic at his age?
No more pathetic than my love life, Betty. Why don't you
Talking as your friend now, Fred.
You might be, but he isn't. As I found out when I was courting Penny.
Look, believe it or not, I'm trying to help you. The trouble is you're on the rebound from Penny.
Yes, you know you're impulsive. You could easily get hurt.
See, I get all this from our Ashley. Excuse me.
As soon as I clapped eyes up,
What?
2 hot pots when you're ready.
I'll give him 2 hot pots. He needs his legs slapping.
Waiting for a lady?
As a matter of fact, I am.
Is this a new one or is it still Tiger Lily?
Her name's Orchid.
Is she late? Usually very punctual, the Orientals, I'm led to believe.
What are you blethering on about?
Just making conversation.
He's just trying to make you feel better about the fact that you've been stood up.
I've not been stood up. She's not due for another hour yet.
Oh, Dutch courage, then, is it?
Is it true you paid for her on the internet?
What gave you that idea?
It's terrible how people gossip around here. They see a beautiful young toy girl enjoying the company of a more mature gentleman, and they immediately assume he's paying for it. I just want to know what's what so I can put people straight.
Well, make sure you do. Because if I hear that malicious lie repeated in this bar, I shall be looking on the internet for a new barman.
True.
In all my long history of Sunday dinners, this was one at worst. I say one at worst. You could have cut the atmosphere with a cake slice. Howard Ashley, my old flesh and blood, goading her. Like she was some kind of enemy or had done something wrong.
I always say our kids are there to test us. Sure it's not the other way around.
And now, Orchid's disappeared without so much as a buy your leave.
Betty?
Yes, lovely.
Have you got any advice? Betty used to go with the Chinese bloke.
Really?
John Joe Rooney. Quarter Cantonese on his mother's side.
Apparently, he was a direct descendant from the bloke who invented the wok, wasn't he, Betty?
Well, according to his Auntie Weiwei.
I've not had many doings with this Orchid. How good's her English? She's got a smattering. I suppose all Fred's interested in is that she speaks the language of love.
John Joe Rooney, very fluent in that.
Well, come on then, Fred. Is she bilingual? Does she speak Lancashire and love?
How much do you actually know about this Orchid?
I know enough. I know that she doesn't laugh at me like this bunch of clacking charlatans. I'm sick of everyone round here treating me like I'm some blown-up buffoon. And no matter what you crowd or our Ashley thinks, you're jealous. Because you've got just blood in your veins, where I've got poetry, romance, fire. Stick another one in there and make it a large one.
It was a large one last time.
Not large enough.
Cursed all to me.
Are you sure?
Well, she knew her way around it well enough, and she was no stranger to the market either. And considering she were meant to be living in Thailand just a week ago, she's picked up a Mancunian accent in next to no time. Betty?
Oh, no, you're not, Ash, sorry.
Actually, I'm the bearer of bad tidings, so it's the least I can do. Pint, please, Betty. And,
A dry hot wine, please.
Okay, love.
What bad tidings are these, then?
thing is, I think she's taking him for a ride.
What makes you say that?
Fred thinks Orchid's an exotic young lovely just off the plane from Thailand, whereas, in actual fact...
She sells socks on Levenshulme Market.
You don't think there's any danger of him getting carried away and doing something he might regret, do you?
Scotch and thread, please, Betty, if you please.
So, lost your dolly bird, then?
Had to fly home. Her father's poorly, ain't he, Fred?
Death's door.
I see.
Under circumstances, I thought it best to finish our relationship and, and let her see to her family's commitments.
Very noble, Fred. So you're back on the market, are you?
I'm not. She is.
Hello there.
I'm sure you'll both be delighted to know that Thailand tool rag from Levenshulme has left me lighter of pocket and heavier of heart, so congratulations, mission accomplished.
You are?
We don't know what you're talking about, Fred.
Dennis and Orchid. Stacy, as she's known to women. By day, she sells small with a full Mancunian twang, and by night, she sucks £50 notes out of follically challenged butchers with more money than sense. So, Michael, yet again, I say yet again, your friendship knows no bounds.
Now, hang on a minute. For your information, he was gagging to get into that golf club, right? I did the honours. End of story. You want to be careful where you're throwing your accusations.